Okay. Evening, everybody. Let me just get rid of the waiting screen. We are taking a trip to 2007 this week. I realise that I have been absent for a little while, but with a little while where I should have minimal background noise, I should be able to stream at least a little more during this week. As you can see in the Twitch chat, indeed, Gary, we have. As you can see in the Twitch chat, I have mentioned that the audio will be a bit delayed. I'm not sure why this is, but until I can figure out a means to solve it, you know, you'll have to put up with a slightly delayed audio. Before we begin proper, I want to take a moment to give a shout out to some people a couple people who followed while the stream has been off. So I'd like to thank excuse me a moment. Demarinot. That's the best I'm gonna get. Demarinot, who as of today had followed 4 days ago. And One Brain Cell Left, who followed 25 minutes ago. Thank you to both of you for following, whenever you did. So, after talking about this with Gary, who's in chat, I've decided we're gonna start a new file for the stream. It may not be delayed just on your end, audio seems fine. That's fine. So we'll use Mario. So, hopefully the cutscenes and audio don't get me DMCA'd. This is a bit of a risk, but hey, we'll see how this goes. I was able to do Miitopia before. If everyone's ready, let's roll. I will narrate over the text. Every 100 years, a comet appears in the skies above the Mushroom Kingdom. The comet was so large one year, it filled the skies and sent countless shooting stars raining down. The Toads brought the shooting stars to the castle, where they became a great power star. It should have been a very happy time for the citizens of the Mushroom Kingdom. That was the night of the Star Festival, held once every 100 years to celebrate the comet.
Dear Mario, I'll be waiting for you at the castle on the night of the Star Festival. There's something I'd like to give you. From Peach.
One of the, I believe this is the most recent full sentence that Peach has spoken in a video game. How's the audio balancing, by the way? Do I need to make any adjustments? Before we begin proper, you know, before we actually start moving. Audio sounds pretty good. Okay. Well then. If anyone has any question, maybe lower the game a tiny bit. Duly noted. Capture card. That should do. How does that sound? I've lowered it just a smidgen. If anyone wants any information about this game, feel free to ask, because this is one of the few Mario games that I know at least a decent amount about. Quite a bit more. Okay. Really should have solved this first, shouldn't I? There. For some reason, the audio tends to differ on differing consoles and differing games. You can't adjust the audio on its own in older games. Better. Okay. So, we are, as stated in the heading of the stream, we're playing the Wii version of this game, the original, so the graphics will look a little blurry. Oh. look at this. Let me just move this. Let me move that out of the way. Just look at that view. Back when the Mushroom Kingdom looked like an actual kingdom rather than a castle in the middle of nowhere. The game looks gorgeous. Yeah, for 2007, both this and its sequel, Super Mario Galaxy 2, look really good. I'm not going to talk for anyone, I'm just going to let these play out. Okay, gameplay. Right now, we can't really do anything aside from our basic movements. So, at the moment, we've just got to skip past these frozen toads, head to the castle. Anyone can hear this, but the Wii remote is going nuts right now with all the noises. Don't know if anyone hears that, but it's there. Gary, I don't know if you mean that in the context I'm thinking, but Okay, everybody. anyone who's played this game before, you may be hit by the nostalgia train. If you'll just give me a moment to put the Wii remote on, strap on. Right. Welcome to the gateway. Now, I know what I'm doing for the large part, so unless I stop, you'll just, you know, have to try and quickly take in the scenery. But the music for this game is really good. Right, let's go rabbit hunting. We're unleashing our inner Elmer Fudd. It's a wabbit season. Just space wabbits. Okay. It does have one of the better OSTs in the Mario game, and given they all pretty much have great soundtracks. If there's one game with that soundtrack is quite good that I'd like to play at some point as well, is Super Mario Strikers Charged. Oh. Okay, there's a pipe. I think there's a rabbit hiding in the pipe. There he is. Or they, I won't assume. Come on. There we go. In the grass. So like a Pokemon game, we're heading to the tall grass. Let me see. For those who are also unawares, starbits, these little crystal-looking things, will come in handy for a multitude of things. You can shoot them as a projectile, but it's difficult for me to aim given my current setup. And now, my favourite character in the Mario series makes her debut. Just give me a moment to adjust my wrist strap. Right. Allons-y. Yes. Indeed, Gary. To the free viewers I have as of right now, welcome. Feel free to make yourself known and chat amongst yourselves if you'd like. Rosalina. You really have a thing for tall, abnormal video game women, don't you, Gary? Because I believe, what is it, Lamy Dimitrescu from Resident Evil 8 had that whole idea. So when you think about it, according... No, really? Oh, I don't know. Maybe I just got the wrong idea. But it does... When you think about Mario's cannon height... Oh, that was... Okay, that was scratchy. But Mario is canonically 5'1", at least based on what I've heard. So if Mario is 5'1", Rosalina is somewhere in the late six figures, early 7 foot figures. That is tall. Shake to spin into things. There we go. So this is your main move. And it begins. Okay. So, first thing one must do is collect these little star chips. If you're hard of reading, or just don't care for the visual at all, we've got to collect these little fragments called star chips. And they make a launch star that will take us to the next place. Get one up. Okay. Exoplanetoid. Right. So, if I remember correctly, that Goomba had the key because it looked different to the other ones. Also, something interesting about when Lumas transform. When they transform into something, they are stuck with that for the rest of their lives. So that Luma, who just turned into a sling star for me to get to this planetoid, is now permanently a sling star. Indeed. But Lumas turn into more than just objects. They can turn into... Well, I don't quite know exactly how far their reach goes, but they can turn themselves, this is if you don't care about spoilers, but this game is it's quite old. But Lumas can turn into a variety of objects for Mario to use to help him traverse the cosmos. Sometimes they become part of the cosmos themselves by turning themselves into a planetoid, or this game calls them galaxies, but they're too small to be a galaxy. Right. Let's see, this game came out in 2007, so yes, this game is over a decade old. Which really makes you think. Yeah. How does that make you feel, Gary? This game's nearly 2 decades old. Here we are. So, Rosalina will explain more about this place, but I will say this. This hub world, has some of the... Well, I really like the music to this hub world. I don't know, Gary, maybe we're boomers? I don't know, what qualifies as a boomer? In game terms, or gamer terms. I don't know. I don't follow with a lot of modern, like internet dialect. So here we go, Rosalina, and... Oh, I know that Luma has a name. Polari, I think his name's Polari. Rosalina and Polari elaborate on this place and the things in it. Here we go, the Comet Observatory. I'm not going to elaborate on this either. This is something that you can do either in your own time and look it up, or you can wait until I potentially stream this game in the future if you'd like. But Rosalina has something that the mainline Mario games don't have a lot of, if at all. I'm not that well versed on Mario stuff or Nintendo stuff. But that is lore. Thank you, Gary. She has lore.
Please.
And Rosalina's story is quite sad, but it also has a lighter tone to it by the end. I'll just say this, Rosalina is adopted mother to all of these Lumas. All the Lumas that are on the observatory. Okay, the terrace. While we're in this moment of silence, and Rosalina and Polari explaining things, feel free to bring anyone over here if you think they'd enjoy what you're seeing. It's always nice to have the chat, have more people to talk to, more experiences to engage with, just more people really. So first things first, before we reach the terrace, over in the garage, Gary says Daisy, Tomboy's pretty much always ranked high. Oh, so this is like your tier list for the Mario women. Daisy, Tomboy. Okay, so Tomboys are always at the top of the list. Rosalina, and then Peach. Where would you put Pauline? Because Pauline does exist as well. Okay, so Pauline's at the bottom of your list, okay. Again, I'm not going to talk for any of these characters. I will just do narration if it's there, but if it's character dialogue, I'm not going to bother. So, first, Galaxy, I'm going to, I might just call them planetoids. They're not big enough to be galaxies. Good egg. Here we go. Alonzi. Dino Piranha. Oh, you tweeted about the stream. Thank you, Gary. I don't have Twitter myself, and quite frankly, I never planned to, but thank you for reaching out to me for this. And music. So, if you're playing this game, or you haven't played this game before... Oh. Apologies for that. A couple of people that were in the house have just gone out, so I had to say goodbye. So, yes, Twitter, like everything else, Twitter has its ups and it has its downs. Ups, it's a social platform. Cons, pros, it's a social platform. Cons, there's a multitude of sides to it that are less than playful game. Drama is almost around every corner. But regardless, back to my point there. If you haven't played this game before, or you haven't played this game in a while, then ideally pick up as many star bits as you possibly can, because they come in handy for many things. They are a means of gaining access to galaxies, they are a means of accessing stars, And you can weaponize them like I was trying to do earlier. No, Gary, I can say this with confidence. The game doesn't have a settings menu. I cannot adjust anything. This, unfortunately, is a flaw that I found in quite a lot, most of the Nintendo games I've played. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, that doesn't have any settings at all. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate does. That's good, because I like to listen to my own music sometimes while I'm training. Okay, game audio still kind of loud. No problemo. Pardon me a minute. Capture card. There. Is that any better? It's almost at the halfway point on my slider. That just looks like a giant patchwork hair. Right, before we head up to the pool star, there's something again. Somewhat. Okay, I'll decrease it just a little bit more. I'm not very well versed in the technical side of these things, so, you know, sound balancing has never been my strong suit. Okay, here we go. There we go. That's a 1-up. No. That's not Bowser's theme. I think that's a remix of level 1-2 from Super Mario Bros. In '85. Here we go. Okay, I could do that. However, okay, you associate it with Bowser. Fair enough. Right, watch yourself around these, because anything, if you touch, well, this whole thing is a hitbox. But the only spot that you can spin on these boulders is the red molten looking part in the middle. That gives you, non-literally speaking, a ton of stuff. Good evening to my, as of right now, four viewers. Once again, feel free to make yourself known. More variety in the chat's always welcome. Or at least if you can. I know that not everyone uses an account on Twitch. You don't need an account to watch, but you do to, you know, to chat and to follow. But, hey. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. After you spin one shaft to... Yes, I am aware. Cooldown. Because if you didn't have cooldown, the spin would be overpowered. There's the Yoshi egg just floating in the atmosphere. Right. Not the atmosphere, just around the planet. Okay. So, I'm not gonna sugarcoat this. We need to murder a baby. we are taking this freshly hatched we are taking this botanical, bipedal, baby dinosaur, and we are ending its life before it even has the chance to properly live. At least it's not RE Village. I've not played any of the Resident Evil games, so I don't know how those topics pan out. I'm gonna grab as much as I can while I'm here. Anyone who is knowledgeable about space, yeah, we'll just ignore this. You know, everything even over here should be in that black hole, but anyway. Our first power star. Yes, indeed, Gary. Murder fetus, that is the long and short of it. So here we go. Polari's explaining what star bits are. You could make a really edgy joke. Could and will are two different things. Okay, interesting little thing I realise. So Polari charged us about 6 or 7 star bits for the lesson to exploring the cosmos. Now, you'd think that every time you use the Pole Star and want to access the galaxies, you would need to feed Polari star bits. No. You pay him once for his services, and then you continue to use them for free for the rest of the game. Because that would be an interesting point about managing your star bits, is if you had to pay Polari every time, or if you had to pay whoever's inside the dome to use the Pole Star. Snack of cosmic proportions.
Yes!
If I remember correctly, Gary, you're good with game music history, but correct me if I'm wrong, wasn't Super Mario Galaxy the first Mario game to have a fully orchestral soundtrack? Or I know it made an achievement along those lines, because all the songs in this game are performed by an orchestra. Okay. So I'm not trying to speedrun this game, or I'm not trying to do it in the best time. I just want to collect things and I want to enjoy the game. That is all. Here we go. Okay. So this is this leads into one of the points I made about using star bits. So if we just make our way over to the next planetoid. Or do I? Well, maybe I am. So, Gary says, Koji Kondo and Mahito Yokota, their work together is just wonderful. Koji Kondo has made some... Ah, here he is. He's on this Yoshi looking planet way over here. There's the stars can clash when they clash when they work, they don't work. Can't argue with that. It works, it works. So, this ravenous little bugger is one of the ways that you access new planetoids, galaxies, and sometimes even stars. And he's stuffed himself so much that he spontaneously combusts and turns into a planetoid. You are in pain? You drop some... Oh, yeah. You have my condolences, Gary. That's one of the worst places for a man to be hit. That said though, have you ever hit your funny bone or your... Have you ever hit your shin or your funny bone against a surface or you stubbed your toe? It's not a very big deal, but that few, picoseconds of pain, those few picoseconds of pain are, well, they're not pleasant. They're not pleasant. Oh dear, okay. Get rid of spicy plants. It doesn't hurt for long, but when it hurts, it hurts. Oh, triple jump. Five viewers, welcome. Okay. Let's see. Okay. How about while I'm working on these levels, maybe I'll periodically give the chat some questions to answer over time. You know, get some engagement in. So, what would you say out of all the mainline Mario games? What is your favourite and why? I won't have played all of them, so I can't speak for a lot of them. But, you know, what's your favourite main series Mario game? And this works for everyone who can answer. I'd be interested to hear. For me, in terms of music and even story, if you want to go with Rosalina's story, I'd say this game. But in terms of gameplay and graphics, I would say Super Mario Odyssey. That said, Odyssey's got some pretty good music too, but you know, I feel like a Galaxy remake with the fluidity of Odyssey's moveset. Okay, so Gary says Mario 64, it plays so well for its age. One brain cell left, welcome, says they hear their favourite Mario game, hands down, is Super Mario RPG. I assume you refer to Legend of the Seven Stars. I don't think that's a mainline, but, you know, whatever, we'll disregard that, oh dear. I was trying to be clever. But yeah, I haven't played Super Mario RPG, but one of the most catchy things, one of the most memorable things from what I've seen of that game is the Forest Maze. Was it Beware of the Forest Mushrooms? That song. I want to learn it on keyboard sometime. Okay. Now, what I'm thinking is I'm gonna go a similar route to what I did in my personal run. I'm going to play as much of each dome as I possibly can before moving on to the next one. Yoko Shimamura did the music for that, I assume Mario RPG. She's done music for Final Fantasy as well, and maybe Street Fighter 2. So they certainly get around. That's understandable. I'll just call you Cell because it sounds cool. Yeah, Cell. I think it's one of the spin-off games, but that said, it's got its own thing going for it, which is all you need. It was another fun one for you, but also strangely satisfying. I've not played it. Mario Sunshine. I have Super Mario Sunshine as well. I might be able to stream that if I can play it on the Wii, because I have a GameCube controller and I have a copy of the game, but I don't have... I think I've only got one memory card. Oh no, I'm not discriminating on any games. It's just that... Yeah, we'll disregard the spin-offs and mainline discussions. Stupid idea, really. So, scratch that. Anyone who's here, favorite Mario game, why? Don't know why I bothered with that. So let's see. Cell says Super Mario RPG Legend with 7 stars, and Gary says Super Mario 64 and Sunshine. Mine are Galaxy and Odyssey for the reasons I've mentioned. Just favorite game, not main. Yeah, sure. Favorite Mario game, regardless of spin-off or mainline status. Really get you thinking. For whatever reason. Maybe that should be something I do. Whenever I play a game, if it spans more than one game, then I can ask on favorite thing. So, Mario Kart 7, best portable racer you've played, not counting 8 and 8 Deluxe are pretty good. Could stream 8. I should stream Smash Bros. And Mario Kart sometime. Maybe over the week I've got. Oh, that's a Pokey. Where are the melons? Best portable racer that's not Ridge Racer. I didn't play a lot of games on the PSP. I think I played Driver 76. I played Sonic Rivals and the Sega Mega Drive Collection, I think? It's a Sega Mega Drive Collection. Don't know if that one Donkey Kong game counts. Where you go through stages as Mario trying to save Pauline way back when. Arcade, you've got a Game Boy though. Are you referring to the original Donkey Kong, or are you referring to one of the Mario vs. Donkey Kong games? Because they are two different beasts. Ooh, Rainbow Star. Yeah, I'd say it counts. Donkey Kong is like an extension. His world is like an extension of the Mario universe, I feel. You know, given that their worlds collide so often. It's like the WarioWare series. Even though I've not played a lot of them, I think I've only played one. Yes, the original. Sure, why not? I mean, Donkey Kong came first, and Mario came from there. Okay, note to self, avoid the octogumbers. Get rid of it. Okay. Toad. counts for one reason. Return to monkey. And yeah. Oh. No. Played the old games, but not many modern ones. GameCube going backwards. That's fine. I mean, I don't have a lot of... I don't know what you'd consider modern, given how quickly game, you know, how game ages and game console ages are changing. Like, the Wii isn't far off from becoming a classic. But, of the consoles I have here, I've got a Mega Drive, a Wii, a PS3, an Xbox One S, a Switch, a PS2, and a GameCube. But I do also have a PSP and a 3DS XL original model. Yeah, that's fair, Gary. Even if you restrict yourself to a certain genre or a couple certain genres, don't restrict yourself to old or new games. Like, if there's one game that I want to stream if I can, as well, there's just so many games I want to stream. It's F-Zero GX on the GameCube. That game is it's so different from other races I've played, but it's not a bad thing. Also, don't mind me, I'm just gonna take out the saying. Doom Eternal was pre for modern mainline FPS. I haven't played a lot of FPS, excuse me, my arse just got done. I haven't played a lot of FPSs. I've played Call of Duty, I played a bit of Modern Warfare, and Black Ops 2. And I think that's it. Well, actually, maybe if you count Team Fortress 2 as a first-person shooter as well, but Team Fortress 2 is... Well, I've played Halo as well. Play Wipeout, very cool racing series. Alright, pardon me a moment, I need to hydrate.
Oh, yeah.
Team Fortress 2 is an FPS. Okay. I'm sorry. You can tell that I don't play a lot of stuff in that vein. But I like Team Fortress 2. I like Halo. Basically, I won't play a game... Okay, so good eggs alright for now. I like a game, for the most part, that has a sense of fantasy to it. So, for a shooter, a game like Halo, which is a mix of science fiction and realism. Team Fortress 2, which is... it's just nuts. Either not first person, but games like Splatoon 2, I like that because it's not the same as what you see in Battlefield or Call of Duty. It's mostly based on turf, but it's based on coverage, not kills. Or it's not based on kills alone.
Yes.
Cell loves Halo. They've been seeing Halo Infinite. I've not seen a lot of Halo Infinite, but the multiplayer is free. If I can get Halo Infinite, I want in. Because from what I've played of Halo 3, because most of what I played is Halo 3 multiplayer, because I'd play with a neighbour a lot before the big C-19 hit. I used to play Halo 3 multiplayer with one of our neighbours where we live. And let me tell you, play it shooting someone from on top of a platform with Il Ventador in the background, or getting to needle somebody in the back when they're not looking with, I don't know, the main theme to Stardust Crusaders. It's just great. Like, I don't mind, I like if a game has good music, but if I can have my own music playing in the background of a game, then I would always prefer that too. It'd also be better for creators who want to avoid, you know, getting DMCA'd for something. Let's see what it was saying. Gary remembers Halo 3 Nights. Halo 3 Nights? Halo 4 was never fun, I've not played it. Cell says Halo Infinite sent out invites for their technical flight. They're getting fans to test it. Good. That's good. I know sod all about game development, but getting people who know what they're talking about, or know what they think, or know how to make a game good to play, is always nice. Halo Infinite sent out invites for their technical flight. They're getting fans to test out and help improve it. Also, you have Halo 3 because you recall being eager to see Arbiter and Chief meet me. Okay, I'm gonna say it. I've played remarkably little of any of the Halo campaigns. I played the first game, and I got to the fields where you've got the warthogs, and it leads into that massive, you know, room with blue lights. I got that far in the story, and I haven't gotten any further because I'm just god awful. But I think part of it may be because I'm using I don't know. I might be Johnning, as the Smash Bros community likes to refer. But maybe it's because I'm using a controller. I feel, for myself personally, first-person games are better with a keyboard. And then games like, you know, platformers, RPGs. Anything else is alright with a controller, but FPSs. Mostly play campaigns because you're way too competitive. Fair enough. Halo does work alright with a controller, but I feel like if I'm gonna play Halo Infinite, also we're giving a queen bee. It's not even a massage, we're just itching. We're just scratching itches. I've had to roam a queen bee's rectum. I don't think that's a sentence that you'd be able to say for any other game that I know of. Halo has pretty good lore. I don't know, maybe if people are interested, I might try streaming the Halo campaign as well. Maybe. Yep, thank you, Captain Toad. So this is where Captain Toad came from. So for anyone who's seen commercials or gameplay for Captain Toad, you know, Treasure Tracker, this is the game where the idea for Captain Toad came from.
Wahoo! Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Ooh, new galaxy left and right.
Ah.
Look.
The AI for all the characters can be hilarious, just don't let one drive your vehicle. The AI can drive your vehicle. That's interesting. I don't think I've ever heard of the AI being able to nick your vehicle. This is why you co-op Halo. Okay, so update for Super Mario Galaxy while we're going off the topic of Halo. Captain Toad and the Toad Brigade have joined us on the observatory in the garage. Or I'm just going to say garage, you know, isn't more natural to me. Sometimes I alternate. But what they're building, I believe, is called the Star Shroom. And they will later on help you look for power stars in different galaxies. The Marine teams or elites you fight alongside in campaign can drive vehicles. Ah, I see. Yeah, I'm gonna have to play Halo on stream at some point. So, this galaxy is... Okay, Loop-de-Loop's only 1 star. We'll do Loop-de-Loop. So has anyone ever wanted to surf on a manta ray? Your answer matters little, because that's what we're doing anyway. Sure. Right. Now this may be a little difficult, because with what setup I've got, I am at a lower point of elevation than my sensor bar. So either I'll have to stand up and bend, or I will need to straighten myself up a little bit so that I can properly reach the sensor bar. Oh. Okay. Okay. Pardon me if I go silent, because I will want to focus on this. Feel free to talk amongst yourselves while I do this tune. Right. I'll need to exit the desk for a moment, because I'm going to turn my light on. It's getting a tad... Ugh. Right, your OCD, pardon me, could not deal with missing the coins. I was not aiming for getting all the coins, I just wanted to get the stuff. There is no completion prize for if you've got all the coins, like there is in Super Mario 64. Or at least I think there's a reward in Super Mario 64 for that. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Right, so Loop-de-Loop's done, Good Egg's done. On to Honey Hive. If there's one thing I really like doing, this is this is end game stuff, or near end game stuff, is when you get an item called the red star. That's really fun to use.
Yes!
One of the things I really like, though, this is musically speaking about this game, one of my favourite songs from this game is the music for the purple coin missions, or the purple coin stars. Right. Ow. One thing though that's quite I'm gonna say interesting, because I don't know if I'd call it good or bad. But in some Mario games, you have the option to ground pound on a question mark block. I think it's in New Super Mario Bros. On the DS. You can ground pound on a block that has more than one coin in it. It will just keep you ground pounded until all of the coins is there. I rather wish that that was a function in this game as well, for getting star bits, because it would have been a little more time efficient. Let me remind myself what the mission is. Trouble on the tower. So we're probably picking a fight with enablers. Or maybe that's oh dear. Okay. Oh dear. I've just had a look at my display. I apologise if the frame rate's a little choppy. I don't know if that's anything to do with my Wii settings or my capture settings, but... as long as it's visible and people can understand what's on the screen, it shouldn't be a big deal. Well, this is rather fat shaped, isn't it? Okay, wigglers. Ooh, rainbow star. Okay, nope. Okay. Alright, I think we're fighting the beetle creatures. I can't remember what they're called precisely. But, we have to end the life of a child and its parent and or guardian. Once again, more child murder. Here it is. There goes the child. And there goes the parent. I just offed a single parent and their only child. Sad way to put it, but those are the facts.
Oh, yeah.
And yes, Gary, you may put that in my quotes section. You may put that in my quotes section in the Discord. If you see that as worthy of being there. And a hungry loom has appeared too. Okay. So this is... Okay, we'll do flip switch and then we'll do the last mission on Honey Hive. And then that should be everything except for, that should be everything except the Mega Leg fight. I suppose while I'm doing these smaller tasks, I suppose I should ask another question for the chat. Let's see, what's a good question? So we're going to keep it related to Mario, but let's see. Okay, here's a good one. This will race it. This will be thought-provoking. If there is something you would like to see done with Mario as a series and/or character, what would it be? So this could be a concept for a game, this could be a concept for a feature-length production of some sort, this could be anything. Anything you'd like to see done with the character and/or series. Good way to spark some ideas. A Mario action JRPG. I assume you mean in the realm of Shin Megami Tensei and/or Persona. Because I think that's the Persona 4 is the only JRPG I've played. Anything along those lines would be interesting. Nier. I don't think I've played those, but I've heard of the series. One thing I'd like, and I know I'm not alone in this. You know Koei Tecmo's Warriors games? Hyrule Warriors, Fire Emblem Warriors. I'd like to see them do a Mushroom Kingdom Warriors. I want to take out a horde of Goombas using the Poltergust, or... I don't know, take out an army of... Not Megami Tensei, that's just a JRPG. Okay, so so like Final Fantasy VII Remake, okay. Well, there's a lot they've done, but they never revisited Mario Paint. Is that that's the music making program, isn't that right? So I've heard a lot of songs revised in that style. Maybe it's something else. So I've got... There's a ton of One Piece games like Dynasty Warriors. Like, a Mario Warriors game. Would be great. I don't want to do loop. So if we do Honey Hive, and then we do the music and art. Okay, that's what it is. Yeah, I thought it was however, there is one thing I'd like to see them do, and this is an idea that was actually tried back in the GameCube days, or they wanted to try it in the GameCube days, and that is a legitimate Super Mario and Sonic the Hedgehog crossover that is not sporting based. On my YouTube, you know, semi-shameless plug, but while I'm talking about it, I actually have a VOD of a stream I did when I was streaming on YouTube. I was pitching the idea of a Mario and Sonic crossover game to the chat, and we had some ideas we worked on together. If anyone's interested, I could go over this idea again on Twitch where I've got more people. We could also work together to come up with some new ideas or make some changes, if anyone's interested. Also, it made music making easy for the kids. Actually, Toby Fox made use of the Mario Paint music thing that someone had uploaded separately. Oh, so the program was uploaded separately. Ah. Wait, I thought Toby Fox was using, I thought he was using Earthbound sound, or Earthbound sound on. After all, Megalovania was in, a Halloween hat for Earthbound, wasn't it? I know it was either in that or in Host. Mother, right, okay. Why is it so dark? Have I got my light on full? Excuse me. What time is it? It's 7:11. It shouldn't be that dark yet, should it? Maybe Britain's weather has just decided to be all iffy. No, my light is on full blast. Maybe the weather's just... Maybe there's just a lot of clouds in the sky. Excuse me. He uses anything he can get his hands on. Ah, okay. Right. Just put my restart back on. Okay, so now we're going to take out. We're going to kill the neighbor. This is like the this is like the episode of Fear Thy Neighbor. This is the episode of Fear Thy Neighbor that Channel 4 will never show you. For those who live. Mario in Guilty Gear. You know what? Now that I think about it, I've not played Guilty Gear, but I have played Dragon Ball FighterZ, which is also developed by Arc System Works. A Super Mario traditional fighter is something that I would be up for too. That sounds like it could be fun. Or maybe just Mario Kart. Also, Megalovania is like Toby's. Yeah. Toby Fox. Megalovania, for better or for worse, has made its mark on the world. That being said, people also use they use shop music. I noticed that a lot of meme videos use the shop theme in Snowden as well. I know it's either the Grillby's music or it's the shop theme. I know it's from the Snowden area. I've not played Undertale in a while. I never managed to get past the start of the Undyne fight on my own. Okay, so no, I don't want to do loop-de-loop again. So to finish off the terrace, Bowser Jr.'s robot reactor. We're gonna fight Megalith, Guilty Gear, Blaze Blue, Persona 4 Arena, and the Ultimax Ultra Suplex Hold. That's a long time. And Killer Kill Gear. So they've done that. All you can think of is the songs that might play when you fight Sans. No! Though I've not heard that one used a lot. Really. Megaleg's Moon. One song I really like from Undertale, though, is Reunited.
Yes!
I don't know why, I just really like Reunited. That's it. Just let them decay atom by atom, molecule by molecule, piece by piece. Right, now we need to get a bullet bill to break the cage to that launch style. Right, okay, move. The cell is drawn towards Megalovania, but they came from Homestuck. That's fine. I've noticed that this is a case with a lot of songs that get popular and they're used. It's like Il Ventadoro from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Golden Wind. People use it a lot, but there's a good chance that there's people who use it but they don't know where it came from. Anyone seen My Hero Academia? I know that season 1 is on Netflix, at least in the UK, so maybe I should start that at some point. But I haven't finished my Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, so maybe there's a chance I'll forget to finish that too. But Gary has asked me to get on to My Hero. If the chat wouldn't mind holding off a little on potential spoilers for My Hero, just in case I choose to watch it, that would be nice. I know quite little, but I still would like to learn things. There we go. Oh, bugger. Thought I was being clever. Ow! I know I can do this. Well, bugger. I know I can do that. I've done it before. I did it first time on my initial play. I did it on my first run. The fandom feels like everything people said about JoJo, but actually, I don't know. It's like your approach to the Sonic fandom himself. I see where you're coming from. As someone who follows Sonic the Hedgehog, as among other things, the Sonic fandom it's unique. As with every fandom and every website, there is always the dark side. But when you look past that, there are some genuinely dedicated and passionate people towards this IP. You've got people making music, you've got people making their own games, you've got people making entire fan productions, and Sega love it. Sonic fans can be toxic, yes. But look in the right places, and I kid you not, there are some good qualities of the fandom. For example, when was the last time that you heard about the entire Hollywood production being changed to some degree, purely based on the fandom response? You don't hear that. You've not heard that about, like, I don't know, say, Dragon Ball Evolution. No amount of negative feedback from either Akira Toriyama nor the fandom was able to stop that movie from being what it would be meant to be. Now, I've not watched Dragon Ball Evolution all the way through, but I think I've heard just about enough to not want to watch it. as someone who usually follows Dragon Ball as well. Right, I'm gonna see if I can get all these bullet bills to follow me without killing each other. Oh, pardon me. Come on, you little. There we go. Dragon Ball Evolution is bad. It's not live action Resident Evil bad. I'm not much familiar with Resident Evil, so I can't make a judgment, or I don't think I have the right to make a judgment, because I've not seen a film, nor have I played the games. However, we did go through the we did talk on Discord quite a few times about the director's approach to it. If we're talking about the same thing. And the director just looked at the synopsis in the back of one of the games, and that was it. Pardon. At least you have the CGI films plus new TV series. Hey, there you go.
Look.
Okay, imagine having people left in games and sidelining them from Mila Djokovic. You did go through, I believe we have had a conversation a lot of this caliber in many a Discord call before. And while I'm not very familiar with the Resident Evil series, as well as anything else really, I can see where you come from. When you disregard something important from a series, whether it be a character trait, or something about a location, or something about the essence. When you miss the essence of the original property, then I don't know. It leaves a sour taste in one's mouth. So while I don't feel that way about the movie, because I've not seen it, nor have I played the games, I can understand where Gary, as well as probably the entire RA fanbase, come from. So, we've got 3 galaxies out of 5 done in the terrace. What is there left to do? Okay, so for now, the terrace is done. Oh, I suppose we should do this. Ladies and gentlemen, a fat horse. The aforementioned fat ass has now spontaneously combusted and turned into an entire galaxy. An actual galaxy. It's not like a planetoid like most other places, it's an actual galaxy. There was a lot of mass on that Luma. Let's see. Hoping the Mario film shares the Sonic fate of being good. Yes, if you're referring to the Illumination one that's being made, I hope for that too. But it does make me question, and I've talked about this quite a lot as well. How are they going to handle it? Because Nintendo doesn't have Mario or any of the characters really speak full sentences a lot. Now, unless they plan on having most of the characters be mute for most of the movie, which would be a first for me. It'd be interesting to see how it's executed. But if they plan on doing that, well. Also, I believe this is Mario... Is this Mario 3 or Mario 2 music? I know this is from one of the older games. Ah, here we go. So, this is one of the first power stars that the Toad Brigade help you with getting. Or at least they like to think they do. Actually, no wait. No, the Toad Brigade. No, there they are. There's the Toad Brigade. Okay. Driving and swerving and I don't think you should be doing those things together, Gary.
Oh, yeah.
There is a time and place for pleasuring oneself, but maybe if you're in the driving seat of a moving vehicle, maybe not. Okay, so we've done everything in the terrace for now. We've completed the Sweet Sweet Galaxy. We don't need to do that again. Let's go get the one-up from the Toad Brigades. Also, the Starshroom is done. Here we go. Ah, yes. Captain Toad, the Dictator. It's like that scene in one of the Pirates of the Caribbean films, I believe, where no one can agree on a pirate leader because everyone just votes for themselves until, I think it's Elizabeth, one of Jack Sparrow's crew, surprisingly out of nowhere gets 2 votes. No, yeah, I know. Jack voted for Elizabeth, but I believe Elizabeth voted for herself as she voted for herself as well, but Jack voted for her on top of that, hence the 2 votes. Let's do Rolling Green first. Right. This is going to be another one of those levels where I'm going to be a little more quiet, if I wasn't quiet before. I'm going to be a little more quiet because I will be focusing quite a bit on this. It's going to require quite a bit of my attention. It's been 1 hour 30, yes. I plan on going until around 2 hours. 2 hours is my average. And then I can tune it, because Gary, you said you'd be streaming after me this evening, so yeah. Plug for Gary. He will be streaming after I am done. So if you'd like to follow him, and then you should be notified when he's streaming. What are you streaming this afternoon, Gary? Because I don't think I know. So I might watch your stream while I'm working on this mod in the thumbnail. Jack and Daxter. Interesting. I don't think I've seen anything from those games, so I shall be intrigued to have a look at that. Hopefully it goes better than the Ratchet and Clank one we tried to do, because there were quite a few difficulties there. Okay. So I might have enough time to do all 3 stars in Space Jam Galaxy. And maybe one of the bonuses. Of course. Okay. So there's Battle Rock and Space Jump. Let's do Space Jump. Space Jam Galaxy's music is also one of the ones I really like in particular. That and the Comet Observatory music are on a playlist on YouTube of just calm and chilled out video game music that I can listen to while I'm doing college work, because I can't have YouTube open on top of when I'm drawing, because I draw digitally. I know you can probably do it with YouTube Music, or YouTube Premium maybe, or YouTube Red, whichever one it is. But, nah. I'll stick with Spotify for now. Unless Nintendo would like to either join or create a new music streaming service. Because they've got some really good music. I need to add some Pikmin music to that playlist now that I think about it. So I really like Forest of Hope, even though I've not played Pikmin. Ooh! Spear! Okay. There we go. Oh! Speaking of Pikmin, fun fact for those who aren't aware. This spaceship right here, this rocket, this isn't from Mario, this is from the Pikmin series. I believe this is the SS Dolphin from the first game, though it could be from the second game. But I thought the second game was much different. Yeah, because the second game spoke to you. I think that's the SS Dolphin. This is just balls the game. I'm sure there's other games that I'm sure there's games that exist that could outshine. Oh dear. Sorry, forgive me. Okay, and now Gary has typed balls the game in a different font. Just cracked Toad's cranium for a moment. Okay. I do not know how to respond to that, Gary. I know what you've written, I just don't have an adequate response. I don't even know if I'd really call it disappointment, because I expected this from you at this point. I didn't laugh, no, but at this point, I just learned to take some of the things you and Drax say and roll with them, as I have with many an individual in the past.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Ah, yes. I should have brought this up, but I didn't remember. Oh, here we go. Rosalina will explain what practice comments are. No, Gary, I know what you've written. I can read it backwards. I have no plans to watch One Piece. It's just too long. Phrasing. Right. I think I'll deal with the prankster comment at a separate time. No. Oh god, hold on, I'm trying to read this. No Sanji's cooking for you, good sir. I seldom give any damns for Sanji's cooking. I have no plans on watching One Piece. I'm sure he's an adequate cook, but he is a fictional character, so I cannot be envious of someone's cooking ability if they don't exist. Or at least that's me personally. Camella's airship attack. Okay then. I'm going to fight a wizard. Oh.
Yes.
There we go. The thing might pop. Sorry, Captain Toad. I care little for your bullcrap. Okay. Right, so there's nothing up there. Right, I believe there's something up here, isn't there? I thought there was. Maybe it's on a different airship. Ah, here we go. Okay, you know what? Sod the shells. Okay, but I need the shell to, would it be better okay, Gary says, would it be better to return to Monkey or LCL? Because at least you get to hard raid at LCL. For those who aren't aware, that is a Neon Genesis Evangelion reference. One of the two things that both Gary and Drac, one of our fellow streamer friends, managed to get me into through peer pressure, and I'm not normally susceptible. But to answer the question, I don't know. Based on my memory, I'd rather not be a liquid. I don't know, at least if I was an ape, I'd probably be able to, at least I'd still be able to think. No? Alright. pupa shells are apparently impervious to flaming rock. Was it peer pressure, or was it that you voluntarily joined in with Evangelion? I joined in, however, originally I had no interest in Evangelion. Oh no, I'm getting confused. I'm confusing that with Avatar: The Last Airbender. Yeah, I joined Evangelion League voluntarily. I was peer pressured somewhat into Avatar: The Last Airbender. And I don't regret watching Avatar. Right, pardon me a moment, I need to kill a wizard. Oh, that was stupid. You and Dennis sleeping at me. They've both got their good and bad. They've both got their good things about them. Right. Cammy, stay still, you witch! Okay. Burn the shell. There we go. I would say burn the witch, but she just exploded. You know, I was thinking of reciting a little bit of She's a Bitch from South Park, but it's probably copyrighted, so I'm not going to. But yes. The bitch is indeed dead. Thank you, Gary. Okay, so I'm not gonna do any of the comets yet. I just want to get some of the actual levels out of the way. I'm thinking maybe Prankster Comets is something we can do in its own stream to have some variety, spice things up a little. Battle Rock Barrage. I don't think you needed that many O's, Gary, but I assume that means you're enthusiastic about this level. Ah, of course. Ooh, the gravity. There's one level that I can't wait to get to. The music alone, like many others, is Gusty Garden. Okay. Whatever take you think this is, I'm gonna say it. I prefer the Purple Coins music over Gusty Garden. But that doesn't mean I don't like Gusty Garden. Gusty Garden in its own right. Really nice track. Do I have the 50 Hz setting or something, or is this just what the game looks like through OBS? do need to break one of these. And I can get the launch star cage with this. Come home. There we go. Oh wow, we are quickly approaching the 2-hour mark. I never noticed. I'd say we might have time for one more star, and then I think it might be a good place to call it. We have completed everything in the terrace that is not a comet or an extension of the existing galaxies. Do pardon me. And we have also discovered the fountain. Right, which boss is this? Maybe the boss is a good place to end on. So the boss we're facing is Bowser's Star Reactor. Okay, you know what? We'll end on a boss. Let's end on a high note. Stronghold. Ah, yes, I remember what you need to do now. Oh, here we go. Super Mario 64 music. Now, dear. Well, that was stupid. Lewis, you bloody moron. Okay. Let's be careful about this. Ooh! Okay, I just got that life back. That's good. Oh, you know what? That would have been great if it would have elevated me just a little higher. If the voice of love had just taken me higher. Okay. I should be dead if I'm in the proximity of one pile, let alone two. Okay, so there was no way of skipping her. Here he is. There we go. Alrighty then. Let's fight Bowser. There we go. Light his ass on fire. Boop. Boop. I present to you the Bowser Beyblade. his movements are a little more wild after the third hit. Right. Get over here! Beyblade! For anyone who's ever had, I've not had Beyblades, so I never saw the appeal, but for anyone who may have had Beyblades, would you have had a Bowser-themed Beyblade? Fair enough. That's the third Grand Star, I believe. Let's see, so the first one is the terrace, the second one is the fountain, the third one... I think the third one is either the library or the kitchen. Okay, and we're at 1 hour 57 minutes and 19 seconds. So when we've got this Grand Star back to the beacon, I will be doing my departing sequence and plugs, and then I will be ending the stream. Okay, well, it was the... I think it was the kitchen. I think the kitchen is this one. It is the kitchen. You don't get the bedroom till later. You don't get access to the bedroom until you've done most stuff.
Ah.
Yes, save the game. Okay, so this is where we depart for now. First of all, thank you to everyone in the Twitch chat who decided to join, and thank you Gary Combine for moderating. He will be streaming shortly after me, I think. If you'd like to watch the VODs back, or if you missed anything, yes, Gary, I go for around 2 hours. That's just rounding. I do leave either a little bit before or a little bit after sometimes. But thank you to Gary for moderating. Thank you to everyone in the Twitch chat for joining. If you'd like to watch the YouTube VODs back, or if you missed something, there should be a link on the front of my Twitch page to my YouTube channel where I will be uploading the VODs to. As for those who may be watching the VOD back, thank you for watching this far. If you'd like to join me live, then feel free to follow my Twitch, there should be a link in the description. And also feel free to join the NerdHerd Discord server, which Gary and I are a part of. On the front of my Twitch, and maybe in a link in the description to the YouTube VOD, there should be a link to the NerdHerd Discord. You can chat with Gary, you can chat with I. There's many other people in the server as well. We have a multitude of different chats. With that being said, thank you, and okay, pardon me, my mouse was acting up. With that being said,